Welcome to Learning with Feel More Waste Less. My name is Gabby, and I am so excited to dive into this week's topic. Last week, we talked all about what a mindset is and how we can gently approach change in our lives. And this week, we're going to be talking about two very specific mindsets, a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. When you think of the words growth and fixed, one of them is kind of expanding, and then the other one is kind of more limiting. And that's pretty much what a growth versus a fixed mindset is. One will help you move forward in life, and the other one will kind of keep you exactly where you are. And when we're talking about wanting to make changes, when we're talking about doing better for ourselves and our environment, we definitely want to really consider approaching it with a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. Have you ever wanted to do something and before you even did that thing, something stopped you? Something got in your way? Have you ever stopped and considered that the thing that got in your way was your mind? Sometimes before we even do things, we can tell ourselves that we can't do that. We can tell ourselves that that's going to be too hard. We can tell ourselves that that's just ridiculous, and we don't even try. But if we have a desire to do something, there's a reason for that desire. And we owe it to ourselves to explore that. We owe it to ourselves to try to move forward. And a growth mindset will help you do just that. As we discussed last week, mindsets are learned. We learn them from our parents. We learn them from our teachers. We learn them from the people in power. We learn them from media. And once we learn and adapt a mindset, that becomes a part of us. It becomes a part of who we are. It becomes a part of what we believe. It becomes a part of how we act. And because of that, our mindsets are so very important. I'm going to say some statements, and I want you to note how you respond after each statement. You can either agree, somewhat agree, you can disagree, or somewhat disagree. Either I'm good at something or I'm bad at something. I do not like challenges. I can learn to do anything. I like to try new things. Failure is an opportunity to grow. My abilities are unchanging. I am inspired by the success of others. I can do anything I want to do. I don't want to make a mistake. When I'm frustrated, I give up. Out of these 10 statements, 5 of them are based on a fixed mindset and 5 of them were based on a growth mindset. And let's figure out which ones are which. Here are the fixed mindset phrases. Either I'm good at something or I'm bad at something. I don't like challenges. I don't want to make a mistake. When I'm frustrated, I give up. And my abilities are unchanging. For all of these, it really indicates there is a limit. There is a point in which we cannot go beyond, and that's what a fixed mindset is all about. So for the first one, either I'm good at something or I'm bad at something, it really limits your ability to learn. Because if you're bad at something, that just means that right now you don't have the tools, you don't have the knowledge, you haven't practiced, you're not good at that thing. But that doesn't mean that in the future, if you put in the work, if you practice, if you gain the knowledge, you can eventually be good at that thing. I don't like challenges. That is a mindset that really limits us, because if you don't challenge yourself, then you'll never figure out what you can actually do. Challenges are a great way for us to really test ourselves, for us to really understand that we can go beyond what we thought we could. And when we do that, when we go beyond what we thought we could do, it gives us a level of confidence. And when we keep doing that, and we just keep taking one step at a time and keep moving forward, you will gain so much confidence in your life. And you'll remember a time when you thought you couldn't, but you actually could. I don't want to make a mistake. That phrase really indicates that fear of failure is going to get in your way. But when you understand that mistakes, failures, all of those types of things are opportunities to learn. If something goes wrong, you will know exactly what went wrong, and you know exactly what not to do next time. When I'm frustrated, I give up. That phrase is a very fixed mindset phrase, because it's not allowing ourselves to move past the frustration. Being frustrated is a-okay. It's okay to get frustrated. It's okay to feel those difficult emotions. But after frustration, we can move past it, and we can know that next time, whatever we did, we don't have to do it the same way again. We can try again in a different way. And if that ends in frustration again, we can feel that frustration, and we can again move forward in a different way. Sometimes life is all about taking steps, stumbling a little bit, feeling frustrated, embarrassed about those stumbles, but getting back up and trying again. My abilities are unchanging. This again is a mindset that is very limiting. If you tell yourself that this is what you've got and you can't move forward with anything else, then that really limits your ability to learn. That really limits your ability to try new things. And we have so much life to live. We have so many opportunities. And there's so much information right at our fingertips these days. There are so many things that you can learn, and your abilities can surpass what they were. It's all about learning, changing, and growing one step at a time. Mindset phrases where I am inspired by the growth of others. I can do anything I want. I can learn to do anything. I like to try new things. Failure is an opportunity to grow. All of these are very encouraging. They remind us that we can grow, we can do better. And the first one I love so much is I am inspired by the growth and success of other people. When we become inspired by the growth and success of others, that is us seeing the possibility, seeing our potential in somebody else. Because once we can see that outside of ourselves and know that it's possible, then that gives us the strength to do that for ourselves. And sometimes that's the little push that we all need. With Feel More Waste Less, I am learning and growing one day at a time. There are a lot of things that I've been afraid of. There are a lot of things that I felt like would stop me and would make it so that I couldn't move forward. But that is exactly how I've adapted my growth mindset, by facing those fears, by knowing that it's okay to be afraid, by knowing that it's okay to be frustrated, by knowing that it's okay to be scared, and it's okay to do it anyways. It's okay to take my time and do it one step at a time. And I hope you guys do the same. Hey.